During the summer of 2013, my older brother Dakota was on leave from the Navy and at home visiting our family. On our way home from dinner one evening, my father stopped to get gas. My brother asked if I wished to split the cost of a scratch-off ticket, and I agreed. What we were going to do with our share of our winnings dominated the conversation during the remainder of the time that he visited us. My father sat us both down and offered his advice on how to spend our money. He suggested that he set up a new account under his Fidelity Investments, and he would give us some options on what stock to buy so that we could begin to invest in our future. Instead, I wanted to add that money to what I had previously saved to purchase a car of my own. Despite my father's advice to invest the money, I chose to spend it, but eventually began to see the wisdom of my father. I learned the benefit of investing my money through my brother's positive experience. What upsets me the most is that my brother's account started at less than $2,500 and is now worth almost $4,000. He hasn't worked in any way to earn this money. All he has had to do is sit back and watch his account grow. It has taken a couple of years to grow this much, but his money is growing much faster than it would if it was just sitting in the bank. I realize that it doesn't always work out this way, and that any time that you invest your money, it comes with some sort of risk. Maybe he has chosen the right companies to invest in, maybe it is all luck. Either way, I have wondered what my account might look like today if I had chosen to invest my winnings, though I try my best not to think about it on a regular basis. I also learned that by investing my portion of the money, it would have greatly reduced my stress of having to worry about paying for school. I was reminded during the presidential campaign that the majority of college graduates finish school in extreme debt. They are forced to begin to repay student loans at a time that they can least afford it. I sometimes catch a minute of the news on CNBC when my father is watching it. I keep thinking that if I would have taken my father's advice and invested my winnings, I would have been forced to better understand things like the stock market and a 401k. My parents always say that when they were my age, they wish they knew what they have now. This would have been a chance to get a head start. Lastly, if I would have taken more time to consider what I was getting for my money, I would have put myself in a much better situation. I wanted the additional freedom that owning your car brings. My father argued that the quality of a vehicle that I would be able to buy may not be reliable. After about 18 months, my parents helped me sell it for $300 prior to moving with them to California. I purchased the car for $2,000. I'd used the remainder of the money to pay for the additional cost of insurance. When I began to calculate the cost of the car, insurance payments, replacement parts, and gas that I was now responsible for paying, it was very discouraging. Although I deeply regret my decision to spend the money, I learned a lot about finances and the importance of saving and investing, along with the benefits of listening to the advice of my father. My parents have reluctantly stepped in and helped me cover my growing pile of expenses to their best ability. They purchased a reliable car for me to commute back and forth to school, and they take care of my insurance payments. I think about my mistake and not taking the advice often, and I would like to think that next time I will listen.